Until when we were in high school, my mom says, you cannot just have allowance. You have to earn your living already. So, single mothers in the Philippines work extra hard. Not only will you provide for your children, but also you have to take into consideration your mother. I've always accepted change, and I think this is the quality that is important for seniors like me right now to be able to survive post-pandemic. The idea to recreate, the idea to accept change.
Magandang araw! Welcome back to another episode. Ako ang iyong Kuya E. Bago tayo mag-start, shoutout muna tayo sa ating mga sponsors. Pixie Merch. Kung kailangan mo ng corporate giveaways or printed materials para sa marketing and advertising like flyers, calling cards, or tarpaulin, sila na ang one-stop shop para sa lahat ng company needs mo. Check out Pixie Merch sa Instagram or call 0947-998-4169. Also, Burst Creative Studio. Kung hanap mo ay quality content creation, podcast production, or studio rental, sila na ang partner mo for turning ideas into powerful stories. Check them out at burstcreativestudio.com. And Infotext. Kung gusto mong magpadala ng communication para sa business mo, ito ang go-to platform for bulk SMS or SMS API. Check out myinfotext.com para sa hassle-free messaging. Alam nyo ba, isa sa biggest struggles ng mga startups at new businesses ngayon ay kung paano sila makaka-stand out at makakapag-grow ng sustainable. Ang daming gustong sumubok pero hindi lahat alam paano magsimula, paano magbenta at paano mag-connect with the right audience. Kaya ang guest natin today is someone na matagal nang nasa mundo ng sales at marketing. Mula pa sa pagbebenta ng mangga sa bus terminal noong bata siya hanggang sa pagmamanage ng events for 15 years. At ngayon, Sales and Marketing Director na siya ngayon ng Sulit Global Corporation. She's proof na kung naniniwala ka sa sarili mo, anything is possible. At bilang isang dynamic grandma, she continues to launch brands, support startups, and now, even rolling out chilled, cashless snack vending machines sa high-traffic areas. She is also a co-founder of a rescue group that helped during the Marawi siege hanggang pandemic at recognized pa ng Philippine Army for her company's assistance. So kung gusto niyo marinig kung paano nga ba maging sulit ang bawat move sa business at life, let's all welcome Miss Beth Sia. Welcome po.
Thank you. So, better than good.
Yes, better than good. So ma'am, na-mention na you're really into sales.
Yes.
Paano nag-start po itong career niyo sa sales?
Oh my gosh. You have to remember, I'm Chinoy. I grew up in Cagayan de Oro. And Cagayan de Oro at that time was very, very middle class pa. Lahat ng Chinoy doon, lahat ng iba't ibang uri. Kumbaga, nag-work hard para maka-achieve ng stability for Cagayan de Oro.
Okay.
During that time, ang training naman ng magulang ko, once you step at around 4 or 5 years old, magtrabaho ka na.
Wow, 4 and 5.
Yes, you have to learn how to sell.
Okay.
Kasi kailangan mong mabuhay later on. Kailangan mong tumulong. So at that time, meron kaming farm where SM Cagayan is now placed in. Meron kaming mga mango trees. Biglang nagbunga ng mangga.
Okay.
So yung bahay namin, punong-puno ng mangga. So may hardware store kami na hindi malaki. Nandun ako, naglagay ng lamesa muna yung nanay ko. Sabi niya, may 10 mangga, magbenta ka. Ano bang alam ko, di ba? Hindi ako masyado marunong magbilang.
Ilang taon kayo nun?
Around 4 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
Ganun siya. Tapos, nagbenta ako ng mangga, Sa awa ng Diyos, nung sa 10, ang nabenta ko mga 5 lang. Pero okay na yun, may income na ako. So, pinaipon yun sa akin so I can buy her a birthday gift. Now, usually,
You buy your mom
a birthday gift.
Okay.
And usually in Chinoy families at that time, mothers do not celebrate birthdays. It's always the mother-in-law, it's always the husband or the children.
Okay.
Tapos, so kumita ako, After, I did that every year pag may benta. When I was 6, sabi ng nanay ko, oras na, magbenta ka na sa bus terminal, At that time,
Kasi yung first sa bahay lang, ganun ba?
sa tindahan, sa harap ng tindahan namin, may maliit akong lamesa. May upuan ako na gawa ng kahoy. Alam mo yun?
yeah.
Yung mga box
Box
dati.
dati, yung crate.
Oo, yung crate,
Ah,
no? Upo ako doon. Tapos, punta ako ng bus terminal. Siyempre kasama ko yung isang tindera namin or yaya. Pero dapat ako magbenta.
8 years old to.
6.
6.
Oo.
Wow. Okay.
So doon kami, bebenta ako sa bus terminal, merong bababa na papunta ng, siguro, papunta ng Bukidnon, papunta ng Zamboanga, bebenta ka ng mangga.
Nice.
Ang puti-puti ko, cute ako. Konti lang po ako, pero cute ako. Nakabenta ako. This went on. Until when we were in high school, my mom says, you cannot just have allowance. You have to earn your living already.
High school.
High school.
Wow, okay.
So at that time, pasensya ka na, at that time, uso ang Zamboanga goods.
Okay.
Diba? Barter trade. So my mom would sell something sa katabi ng hardware store para dagdag ng ano. Tapos I would sell it in school. So sasabihin ko sa mga classmates, hulugan. Piso kada araw.
Okay.
Ganon. May kita ako doon. Pero yung kita ko, hindi binibigay ng nanay ko.
Okay.
Sa kanya lang, may quota lang ako. Pero at least feeling ko as the oldest child in the family, may ginagawa akong tulong sa pamilya. And this went on. Nung nag-college ako sa Miriam, gusto ko ng maraming makeup kasi alam mo, yung maputi ako di ba? Pag nilabas mo sa camera, kung wala akong makeup, wala akong mukha. Puti lang yan.
Okay. Plain.
Plain siya. So, kailangan ko ng makeup. Ayokong kunin sa allowance ko. So, pumasok ako yung magbebenta ng makeup. Yung, alam mo yung mga,
Avon.
parang gano'n. Pero hindi Avon. Hindi ko pwedeng sabihin yung brand, no?
Okay.
So, nagbenta ako noon. Nagkaroon ako ng awards at nagkaroon ako ng maraming makeup. No.
And you're selling sa mga college class?
Sa classmates ko. Kumita naman ako, no? Pero sabi ko, parang ang liit ang kita. Magka-cash muna ako bago mag-ano. Sabi ng pinsan ko, uy, dito sa Binondo, may bagsakan ng pantyhose. Lahat ng classmate ko nag-stockings.
Okay.
Di ba? Magkano ang kuha natin? 4 pesos. Magkano ang benta ko? 10.
Oh, laki. More than double. Okay.
So, yun. Doon nag-start yun. Na kumikita ako, ganon, until onwards. Pero yung first formal training ko sa sales was actually during the time of when I was married. No? We were in the video rental business.
Okay.
During that time,
like yung Video City, gano'n.
Mga
VHS.
kalaban ko siya.
Okay.
So, at that time, alam mo naman, may legal, may illegal.
Okay.
So, at tagal na nun, yung sa Betamax, gano'n. Yeah. Until gumawa ang gobyerno ng Videogram Regulatory Board.
Okay.
Inutos kasi ng mga Amerikano na kailangan may intellectual property. So, I guess, different companies like si Mother Lily, si Del Rosario, lahat yan, came together to form this group to represent Mindanao because video business was also our business in Cagayan de Oro for my mom. So, at the same time, ako sa Manila, ang shop ko was Malabon, Caloocan, hanggang Dasmariñas, Cavite. So, we were instrumental also in pushing for the legalization of the products. So, yan yung mga original tapes. So, I co-founded Videogram Regulatory Board because my father could not come.
Wow, okay.
And we went on to go hand in hand with production companies to legalize VHS hanggang Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Tapos siyempre nawala na pagkatapos.
Yung DVD, hindi na umabot sa DVD.
Umabot ako sa DVD, tapos wala na. Nagsara na ako kasi parang mahina. Ang usa, cable.
Cable, tama.
Tapos internet, malakas na siya. And so, it's been a long time. And then yung formal training ko was, may nag-invite sa akin. Kasi by that time, single mom na ako, no? I have 2 kids. And so, single mothers in the Philippines work extra hard. Not only will you provide for your children, but also you have to take into consideration your mother. Sa Chinoy families ng Philippines, once you become a single mother, maghiwalay sa family, you go back to your original family. Once you get married as a woman, you are out of your original
Okay.
family. May ganun siya.
Okay.
And so I had to work really hard. During that time, kinuha ako as one of the first managers of Zurich Life. Wala na ngayon yun.
Okay.
Unfortunately, sabi ng mga owners, which is the Swiss company, parang ang liit ng conversion rate to peso. So napunta, in other words, I went into the insurance business for 10 to 15 years. But because I've always enjoyed non-traditional marketing, I would hire events organizers.
Okay.
Okay. I would hire them on and off to do guerrilla marketing.
Yeah.
Macro? Alala mo?
Yeah, macro.
Kami yun.
Parang old landers.
Right,
Ngayon, macro.
Correct.
Yeah.
So because at that time I was with ING Life, na wala na rin ngayon kasi binili ng Pru Life to. I went on to win an award for our team getting the most number of clients by guerrilla marketing. Bago pa lang guerrilla marketing.
Yun din yung style ko dati. Guerrilla.
Oo, guerrilla marketing.
Kasi mura eh.
Oh, tsaka,
Sa Thai media, ang option mo kasi is either Thai media, TV, radio, print,
Right.
guerrilla market.
or guerrilla marketing. And guerrilla marketing is nice because you don't need to establish a personal
Yes.
connection before you are able to get the sale, di ba? So we went into that. Because I kept on hiring events organizers, eventually I was the one planning the events.
Kaya napunta na kayo
Oh.
sa events business.
Napunta ako sa events business and I enjoyed it so much. It started when at that time parang in-invite ako ni Lemuel Branal, who is now with Pueblo. He's the, I think, head for marketing right now. He invited us, baka gusto ninyo mag-open ng events company. Because by this time you look so bored, you know? You came up with a breakfast group inside Fitness First that is running out of members already. And everybody at the time was offering me money to open a marketing company and I would refuse. Pero I thought, interesting gawa ako ng events. So we went on to work with Les Mills program. This is a program of working out. Come to think about it, I never lost weight. Les Mills, and then their marketing consultants to create, I was given the freedom to create events that will pump up their sale.
Okay.
At the same time, make my friends and myself enjoy the parties. Ganun. We went on to do that. This was in the popular gym in Robinson Summit. We went on to pump up their sales by 30%.
Wow.
And enjoy the parties I created for 3 months. And then inabsorb kami ni Lemuel under Vista Group of Company. Everything that I did was connected with sporting events, connected always to their idea of selling properties. No? So we went on to promote the Anghari. At that time na kagagawa lang. Kasi there was a misnomer thinking na the Anghari was a political ploy. But actually it's really good for us. Now we're taking advantage of the roads and all that. And then we went on to promote the Angrena. And then eventually they started building Evia. And then we went on to promote lakefront properties and onwards. We were there for a couple, mga siguro 4 years. 3 to 4 years hanggang it stopped at All Day when they started with the All Day concept.
Okay.
And then I was invited by my friend in Ayala to be one of the sales managers of Ayala Land Premier. So sabi ko, sige, pa-employ tayo. Ayan na naman ako. Kasi I've always been dynamic.
Yeah.
I've always accepted change. And I think this is the quality that is important for seniors like me right now to be able to survive post-pandemic. The idea to recreate, the idea to accept change. And all that.
Correct.
And so we went on to do the launch of Arca South. I created a reality marathon that had to do with Wi-Fi. So it was a Wi-Fi based run with challenges provided by Philippine Army, different organizations. And then we went on to launch KTM motorcycles. I was also tasked at that time to do the brokers thing, the idea of inviting newly accredited brokers to join Ayala. So, nandun ako. And afterwards, when Ayala got into Ortigas, we were tasked to promote the manpower of Ortigas to give them the culture, the wonderful culture that Ayala had. So, nandun ako. And then we went on to promote Capital Commons na now it's called Estancia, no?
Yeah.
Estancia of Capital Commons, Círculo Verde.
Yeah.
So, properties. So there was how many times we stopped in our event in Tiendesitas wherein we went on to do something more exciting, which was with Sepak Takraw.
Okay.
My partner and I were invited by her friend to help Philippine Sepak Takraw League. We were hired. And we went on to promote the games and create a different feel for Philippine Sepak Takraw League to help Miss Karen Tanchanco professionalize it. Kasi she had dreams of making the Philippine Sepak Takraw League as professional as the other Southeast Asian countries because we've been playing this for more than 500 years.
So,
And then
500 years. Wow.
more than 5. Before the Spaniards came, we were playing the games.
Okay.
We were with Brunei, playing against Brunei and all others. And we were good. Yun lang, because it's a grassroots sport. Medyo na taken for granted siya. Pero actually, this is something that we're very good at. Di ba? Something it could be used for war. During the kick the ball, hit the other.
Wow. So anyway, you mentioned kanina, no, the senior stage.
Yes.
So parang I think itong bagong business, yung naging dun siya nag-grow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
post-pandemic, I ended up caring for my mother, who is currently going 90. And my daughter became a single mom, so I was caring for her, for my grandson, the one and only and no other hope. And sabi ko, I was worried. I've got 3 more years to go, 4 years, 3 more years to go to become a senior, I am 60 right now, became a senior last January. I was panicking. Sabi ko, parang tapos na yung mundo. When you're applying in companies, ayaw nila kasi senior na, no? Parang si pandemic forced me to go fast to seniordom without giving me a chance to breathe and prove myself. Sabi ko, pa-hire kaya ako for the first time employee ako. Kasi by that time, namatay yung events company na. Wala man nag-attend ng sports sa pandemic.
Yeah.
And so, I was eventually hired by a company in Quezon City to create an events company. And I only lasted for 2 projects. The other one was a talk by Francis Kong.
Okay.
And Francis Kong, he will always give you the best of what life can offer. And whatever he tells you, before he tells you that, he applies it to his family and his life first.
Okay.
So nag-usap kami, kanon. And yung event na yun, yung first ticket buyer ko was Vicky Crispino.
Okay.
Of Sulit Grocer in Lagro. So, usap kami, nagkasundo kami, no? Dineliver ko first ticket, di ba? Deliver ko sa tindahan niya. Usap kami. Sabi ko, how old are you, Vicky? Sinabi niya, age. How about you, Beth? Sabi ko, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 60. Ayan na naman ako. Oh. Sabi ko, I'm taking care of my mom. So, she's taking care of her mother-in-law.
Okay.
She's really supposed to be here right now.
Okay.
But medyo may problema. Yung mother-in-law nasa hospital ngayon. They're with her right now. The last, hopefully not the last moments. And I said, yeah, my mom also, no? Sabi ko, what if we get to that age? Who's gonna take care of us? Sabi niya, oh my gosh, we'd better come up with something. That's where we came up with the idea of a retirement village. And gawa kaya tayo. May pera ka ba? Wala. Ikaw? Wala rin.
Okay.
Sandali. Idea lang. Member ako ng Philippine Ventures Capitalist. I've helped so many companies find a way to get the funding.
Yeah.
Ako kaya mag-take advantage yan. Bakit hindi? Diba? Sige, gawa tayo. So that was August of 2024. And we formalized it in, come to think about it, May 1 of 2025. My partner is from Coca-Cola. She used to head a division. She's of hypermarts in Coca-Cola, the distribution of hypermarts. She's also a CPA accountant. So she called in another friend. Kasi nga, corporation, di ba? 5. Sabi niya sa friend niya, join ka sa akin. Dati yung friend niya, CPA accountant din, no? He heads finance of Coca-Cola. Sabi niya, sige, pa-retire na rin ako. Let me join you. Before he joined us, he was head of a co-op, president siya ng co-op. And then 2 other accountants came in.
Okay.
So ako lang si Mark.
Puro accountant yung iba.
Puro accountant. They are so good. So because Vicky Crispino has Sulit Grocer, that experience that she has, which was created during the pandemic, influenced the way we did business a lot. We realized, mahal si retirement village. It's still our dream. All of us kasi are taking care of our mothers. It's still a dream for us when we get old, and for our friends, and for everybody that we know who would find an affordable, fun, and happy place to live in once they get old. And so we said, sabi ni Vicky, parang mahirap yun. Kailangan may step 1 tayo. Simple muna. So that's where the idea of vending machines came from.
Ito yung latest ngayon.
Ito yung latest. Ito yung first project namin, to buy vending machines from local companies so that they can also have the business of that. Put it in different establishments like schools, hospitals, funeral parlors, and places where people will find it difficult to get things that they need for themselves and their family. Right? And so that was like 2 weeks ago pa lang. We're a very new company. Everyone I work with is extremely young compared to me. And I love it. We have to, as seniors, be able to become dynamic, to become more accepting of changes in our life, and to be able to work with these people.
Wow, grabe. Dami-daming learnings. Thank you very much, Miss Beth. So, for this episode, yung ating mga learnings, no, one is start young. No, as Miss Beth mentioned, she started selling 4 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 years old.
Oh.
No, so yung mga anak natin, tulungan natin or i-train natin to start young as much as possible, no, and matitrain sila, magawa nila yan, and so on. And second is discover your passion. Like ngayon nakita ni Miss Beth, no, yung ano talaga yung industry na makes you enjoy, no, makes you passionable and makes you in passion, no, and start a business within that industry, no, within that group. And lastly, it's not too late to start a business. No, yung latest na business nga ngayon ni Miss Beth is a group of seniors.
Yes.
So, parang KFC lang, di ba? Si Colonel Sanders started after retirement, no? And kayo, you're also starting this new business, no, na at ang end goal is yung retirement home.
Yes.
Pero you have step 1, which is ito nga yung
vending machines.
Wow, grabe, daming learnings. Thank you very much, Miss Beth.
You're welcome.
This episode. Bago tayo mag-closing, alam nyo naman, dito sa Kuya E, hindi lang puro business and tech. Kailangan may inspiration din. So let me share with you this verse from John 8:29. God has not left me alone, for I always do the things that are pleasing to Him. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Kung gusto niyo pa ng mas maraming learnings, good vibes, at good news, make sure to like and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. At syempre, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel para lagi kang updated sa mga next nating kwento. Kita-kits ulit sa susunod na episode. Dito lang sa show na hatid ay good news.